Bob, are you watching The Baby?
Of course! That's what you're paying me for.
Mama? Dada? Why Bob need money?
Because Bob never acquired marketable skills, and money doesn't grow on trees.
You majored in performing arts, Ron.
Why not just create more money? Then Bob can have some more.
Actually...
The Wealth Pyramid and the Secrets of the Money Game. The Wealth Pyramid, Understanding the Divide. Imagine the global economy as a massive pyramid, a towering structure divided by economic realities. At the very base of this pyramid lies the majority of humanity, billions of hardworking people who toil daily just to make ends meet, surviving paycheck to paycheck. These individuals are the lifeblood of economies, but rarely see significant upward mobility. Above them is the middle class, a group striving for stability. They might own a home, have some savings, or cautiously dip their toes into investments. Yet, financial freedom remains elusive. They are constantly balancing between aspirations and obligations. And finally, at the very tip of this economic pyramid sits the 0.1%, the ultra-wealthy. These individuals aren't just rich, they're extraordinarily powerful. Names like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Bernard Arnault dominate this tier. Together, they command wealth so immense it eclipses the combined assets of billions. According to reports, this elite group controls more wealth than the bottom 90% of the global population. How did they get there? What sets them apart? The answer lies in their mastery of the money game, a game played by a very different set of rules. The rules of the money game. 1. Leverage is everything. When it comes to wealth, the wealthy don't just work hard, they work smart. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, didn't amass his fortune by clocking in and out of a 9-to-5 job. Instead, he wielded the power of leverage to make his money work for him. Leverage is a multiplier. It's the ability to amplify results without proportionally increasing effort. Here's how the ultra-wealthy use leverage. Using other people's money, they take loans to invest in businesses, real estate, or assets that generate income far exceeding the cost of borrowing. Building teams. Instead of doing everything themselves, they assemble teams to handle daily operations, freeing them to focus on big-picture strategy. Scaling technology. Look at Jeff Bezos, who started Amazon in his garage. He leveraged technology to grow his business from an online bookstore to a global juggernaut worth trillions. The lesson? Leverage multiplies your efforts. Without it, you're limited to what you alone can produce. 2. The power of compounding. Albert Einstein called compounding the eighth wonder of the world, and for good reason. It's the principle that allows wealth to grow exponentially over time. Take Warren Buffett again as an example. Most of his billions were earned not through a sudden windfall, but through decades of compounding returns. Here's how it works. When you invest, the returns you earn are reinvested, allowing your earnings to generate even more earnings. Over time, this creates a snowball effect. Imagine you invest $1,000 with a 10% annual return. In 1 year, your $1,000 grows to $1,100. In 2 years, it grows to $1,210, not just because of the initial $1,000, but also because the $100 earned in the first year now earns its own interest. After 50 years, that initial $1,000 turns into $117,000 without you adding a single dollar. The ultra-rich start early, invest consistently, and let time magnify their efforts. 3. Own, don't rent. The wealthy focus on ownership, not renting. Ownership builds equity and creates passive income streams, while renting keeps you dependent on others. Oprah Winfrey didn't just host a talk show, she built an empire. She created OWN, diversifying her revenue streams and ensuring long-term financial security. Similarly, Jay-Z transformed his music career into a billion-dollar business by owning stakes in companies like Tidal, DUS, and the Brooklyn Nets. Ownership gives you control and unlocks exponential growth potential. Whether it's real estate, intellectual property, or stocks, owning assets is the cornerstone of wealth creation. 4. Taking calculated risks. Richard Branson, founder of Virgin Group, once said, "You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing, and by falling over." The wealthy understand that risk is unavoidable in the pursuit of success. But there's a difference between reckless gambles and calculated risks. The ultra-wealthy analyze opportunities. They don't jump into ventures blindly. Instead, they conduct thorough research, understanding both the risks and rewards. Diversify investments. They spread their bets across different industries and markets, minimizing the impact of a single loss. Invest in disruptive ideas. From backing startups to betting on cutting-edge technologies, they're unafraid to venture into uncharted territory. Take Elon Musk, for example. When he sold PayPal, he invested the proceeds into Tesla, SpaceX, and SolarCity, companies that many thought were too risky. Today, these ventures have made him one of the richest and most influential people in the world. What can you learn? The rules of the money game aren't just for billionaires, they're for anyone willing to learn and apply them. Whether it's leveraging resources, harnessing the power of compounding, or taking calculated risks, these principles are stepping stones to financial independence. The question is, are you ready to stop playing by the old rules and start building your path to wealth? Subscribe now, and let's dive deeper into these strategies together.